Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I was trying to make this video quite a bit of times, but I got so many interruptions for a bit. But now I think I'll be able to do it with ease or whatever without interruptions. And sorry about my breathing heavy. Just came back from grabbing something and it just, ugh, yeah. But yeah, I'm returning to you for a album review this time around. Tonight for the last album review for the August 19th releases for this upcoming Friday, which this is the last album review that I'm doing for the new release for Silversun Pickups Physical Thrills album that I just got done listening to for their new album. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for all 14 songs on this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review. Now it starts with Stillness Way Beyond, and I think that was a pretty good song for sure. It's got a different vibe to it, different melody than their other normal songs, but it is pretty mellow and melodic for how it's sounding. And Brian's vocals was pretty good in it, so 5 out of 5 for this one. Sticks and Stones was another one that is pretty good. Uh, didn't know what I was feeling for at certain moments in the verses of the track, but other than that, wasn't hating this song. It was pretty good, so 5 out of 5 for this one. Hereafter, Way After was a pretty good song too. Didn't hate this one. Brian and Nikki's harmonizing vocals is pretty solid and pretty strong in this song, so I like how it's sounding overall. And sonically it does pretty well, so 5 out of 5. Dream at Tempo 050 was a least favorite. It's solid for what it is, but it's going to be downgraded to a certain rating. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one. I just don't know how I'm feeling about this interlude track. It just kind of is a little weird for sure. But yeah, Scared Together is the next song, and that was the first single we got for this album back in July. And definitely go check out my track review for it if you haven't seen it yet. I think you guys will enjoy it. Um, yeah, this song was pretty good. I like the wow, wow, wow with the guy doing the electronic work and all that with the song and the electronic melodies and all that, and using a voice box to do that wow, wow, wow thing and all that. So it's pretty cool that he's doing that with his voice and all that. So I was pretty interested with how the execution of the song sounded, and the melody did change up throughout the song, so it was pretty cool. So 5 out of 5 for Scared Together. I like how Brian's singing the song too, so it's pretty interesting, and everything about this song was pretty good. Alone on a Hill was a pretty good song for sure. Nikki's just singing this song and it sounds pretty nice with what it's going for. Wasn't hating this track overall, just very mellow for sure. So you're in for a very mellow track with this one, but it works with how it's sounding, and Nikki makes it sound pretty good with her vocals. So 5 out of 5. Hidden Moon was my least favorite. Wasn't sure how I was feeling about this one. It's a solid track and it's good in its own way, but there are some slight issues with the song that I have with it, with my slight issues with it, which pertains to some of the vocals from Brian and some of the melody and how it's executing with the play out through the song. But still, Hidden Moon is solid, so 4.5 out of 5. System Error um, is another solid track, just not sure what I'm feeling for with this song. This is something I'd have to come back to and listen to again because this was like almost a 53-minute album, but it was solid. This album was, so yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for System Error. I didn't hate this song, just it's good in its own way, so it is what it is, I guess. So yeah. Empty Nest was the very least favorite song on this album, in my opinion. I just personally wasn't connecting with this song, with how the melody was sounding, how Brian's vocals and Nicky's harmonizing vocals while they're harmonizing together. It works, but it just melody wise, it's just not clicking with me, unfortunately. So 4 out of 5 for this one. Dream at Tempo 310 was another solid track. Just don't know how I feel about it right now, but it is what it is. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one. We Won't Come Out was a pretty good song with how it was sounding overall, and I really like how Brian's singing the song. It sounds pretty good, so 5 out of 5 for this one. Stay Down, Way Down was a pretty good track. Just trying to breeze through this so I can get ready to rate it pretty soon for this album as a whole. Stay Down, Way Down was a pretty good song. Wasn't really disappointed with it, and I think Brian and Nicky were harmonizing in this track, and it sounded pretty good. And in the next one, they were harmonizing too, but I'll get to that in a moment. So 5 out of 5 for Stay Down, Way Down. It sounded pretty nice and pretty melodic, but in a way it works. So Quicksand is the next song, and that was a solid one. Just don't know what I'm feeling for when it comes to this track. Like what my feelings are for this song. I don't know if it's a good song or if it's mixed baggage, depending on the mixed opinions I have with the song. And it is a pretty lengthy song, but it's like over 5 minutes. But I think it works in its own way. So 4.5 out of 5. Dream at Tempo 150, the final track, is an interlude song, and so was Dream at Tempo 310. That was an interlude song, so it wasn't much of an interlude. This was just the outro to the album, and I think it performed alright, so 4.5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think Silversun Pickup's Physical Thrills album was a good listen for sure. I was really amazed with them this time around. And I have to go back and listen to Widow's Weeds again and probably give it another take on that review or whatever. Do a re-review for that in due time if I come around to it. Because I might have, like, been too harsh with one song that I tended to think it was not my favorite, and that was called Don't Know Yet. And that song has grown on me a lot more, and in a good way. So, yeah. Overall, I think Silversun Pickups Physical Thrills was a good listen. Highly recommend you check this album out, in my personal opinion. And for a score for me, I'm giving Silversun Pickups, sorry if I'm slurring my words, Silversun Pickups Physical Thrills album an 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. Definitely recommend checking it out for yourself and see what you think of it. In my personal opinion, I liked it. I didn't have major issues with it, but had some issues with certain songs on it. Like Empty Nest was probably one of them that was the least favorite, and some others. But other than that, pretty solid album. It's a good album in its own way, so 8 out of 10 for this one. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Silversun Pickups album, Physical Thrills, their new album if you've heard it already. And if you enjoyed this album review I did for you guys tonight, and I'll have another review coming out as soon as I can. Comment below and let me know what you guys thought of this album review for Silversun Pickups Physical Thrills. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will have another review coming out as soon as I can. It's probably going to be for the new Blackpink track. I might do it pretty soon. I'm going to go back and listen to some Starset and Breaking Benjamin, the Waiting on the Sky to Change track, again, that I heard earlier today. So I want to listen to it again because I did find some enjoyment with that track. And I think the track is coming out at 10 tonight, so I'm pretty interested to see how it turns out. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this album review for Silversun Pickups Physical Thrills. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. There'll be more reviews coming out mostly tomorrow, but I'll have one more that might come out probably soon. But I'll let you know when I decide to release it. So stay safe until I see you next time, guys, with my next video. Take care, and as always, I will see you in my next review.